Today
Yep.
is definitely specifically geared to answering
Yeah.
questions.
Today is definitely that. First of all, we want to thank everybody who one joined the Confident Kitchen Kickstart
Yep.
this past week, and those who came to the live and interacted at all with us. Anyone who came, we're so happy that you guys joined and that we got to hang out with y'all
Yeah.
and help with some meal planning.
It was a lot of fun,
Mm-hmm.
and I know day 4 was probably one of my favorite days just because we actually got to cook live with everyone,
Yeah,
and I think that was just really cool experience.
yeah. If you are watching live and you were part of the Comedy Kitchen Kickstart, my brain is just like all the words. But if you were there and you were part of any of it, which day was your favorite? Let us know in the comments if you're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's the replay, go
Yeah,
ahead and
if
let
it's a
us know in the
replay,
comments.
let us know because we'd love to see what everyone's favorite days were.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think, what was my favorite day?
I already said mine.
Yeah, I really liked day 4, but
Yeah, I think it was really cool.
I also like day 2
Day 2
because
was
I
fun.
like going over like equipment and stuff
Yeah.
like that and organizing.
I think I really liked day 4 because not only were we doing what we love anyways, which is cooking, but we were also able to figure out how to set up multiple cameras
Yeah,
while we were doing it.
that was
So
cool because most of our others have been just one camera, but we're kind of
exactly,
playing around with the multi-camera,
kind
the
of getting
multiverse,
yeah, the multiverse of our kitchen.
right? But it was cool.
Yeah,
That so I will say, yeah, that was pretty cool.
yeah, a little bit of techiness right there.
Yeah.
I like tech stuff, so
Mm-hmm.
it was really cool to be able to actually like figure it out and get it set up.
Yes.
But why don't we go ahead and jump into some of the questions that we got?
Definitely, yes. So we've gotten sent some questions that we're going to answer. But if you are joining us, whether it's live or on the replay, post your questions in the comments because we will still be answering them.
Absolutely.
Even
So,
even if we're already finished for the night, we will go back in and make sure to respond,
yep.
even if it's sending out um, in the comments as well as if we sent an email with everyone's biggest questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our first one that we were sent is, are the recipes beginner friendly?
Now, I would definitely say they are beginner friendly. We like to make sure that anybody can really follow our recipes and that we're not using really big words or overcomplicated words when it comes to these recipes, because at the end of the day, we want anybody to be able to come in, see it, understand, like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do.
Yes. And we try to make it as user friendly as possible.
Yeah.
So, if you were there for day 4, you looked at the Confident Kitchen activities
Yep.
page that we had where the recipes and things were. If you see the recipes, the shopping list, everything that was there, that is exactly the same setup and format that it is all in.
Yeah, so when you're looking at those, like she said, specific recipes that were there for day 4, that's the entire meal plan site is going to be that. And it's going to be really easy to navigate, really easy to interact with, and even adjust for sizing.
Yes. And the upside is because we are always wanting to grow in any fashion that it is. If you are looking at something and you're like, this doesn't entirely make sense, you can always let us know that things need to be adjusted because our whole purpose is for it to be the best that it can be for users and
Right.
families and busy
Individuals,
individuals.
anywhere.
So
Yeah.
we are always looking to make it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So next,
Is it mobile friendly? So can you use it on your cell phone or can you use it on a tablet?
the upside of not only the meal plan site but just our website in general is that it's very mobile friendly. I am doing stuff from our site
Yeah.
all the time on my phone, and it'll adjust the sizing for, I believe, not even just desktop and
Cell phone.
mobile, but I think it does like tablet and everything
Yeah.
like that too. So the upside to it is that you can get your recipes and your shopping list on the go as well.
Right. And I think that's a really great thing to be able to have, because at the end of the day, having it where it's available on your phone, or if you end up using a tablet when you're going out shopping, having it available on the tablet and having it where it's actually interactive so you can see the things and actually check them off as you're getting them.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge benefit, because I know I've gone to the store with pen and paper, and Melissa sent me with lists with pen and paper, and she's like, make sure that you're getting these items. And sometimes I forget to mark it off, and then I forget it.
Yeah. You're very much more tech oriented.
I
So these lists are very helpful for you.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
So the next question is, how often are recipes added? Basically, the answer to that is kind of on a continuous scale, because they're, in the longest term, it's going to be monthly. There will be recipes added. But sometimes we are inputting so many different recipes as we go that it could be more on a weekly scale.
It really can be.
But the slowest it'll be is that every month you're going to get some new recipes to try out. And we are going to have a space where we can kind of highlight those as new. So you can be like, oh, I have some new recipes to try out.
Right. Yeah. And, talking about recipes and kind of jumping in to the next point, because it kind of touches base on the same thing. Will there be new menus added regularly?
Yes. One,
so that's pretty cool.
We just love making new menus.
Yeah.
So, us being like, no, that's not going to happen. That's crazy, because we just enjoy making new menus. And if anyone who knows us knows that we like to try new recipes all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
So we very seldomly have the same items.
Yeah.
But that's a great thing for all of you, because it means that we're going to be constantly making new menus, new recipes, and new things for you guys to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's also such a great resource to have, because then it gives you, your family, you and your friends, whoever it is that you may be cooking for, new opportunities to try something new.
Yeah, and some things that are going to be coming soon are, so if you have checked out anything on our site, we have some different menus that we've done for personal chef clients, and some of those were Disney inspired menus, and those are also going to be going to the meal plan site, because why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who doesn't want a fun themed menu?
And actually, we do have a question live.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, the question's, do y'all take seasonality into perspective when designing new menus?
And funnily enough, we do.
We absolutely
it's not really
do.
funny, but it's funny because if you join, what you'll see is when you go to Made For You menus, they're actually split up into the seasons.
Exactly.
So you'll have fall menus. Sorry, apparently I chose fall because it's my favorite season.
Well,
winter
we did get married
menus.
in fall.
We did. So fall, winter, spring, summer.
Yeah.
And you can click through those, and they all have different themes within them. But the whole point is that their menus kind of, so winter's gonna be a bit heartier.
Absolutely.
In meals and stuff. More.
It's gonna be stuff that's really gonna help warm your soul, warm your insides, because it's cold out in winter.
Yeah, and it'll have lots of maybe root vegetables, that kind of thing in them. And then when it comes to spring, there'll be lots of bright flavors, produce, that kind of thing that goes with spring.
Yeah, and so on and so forth for the seasons. And I think that is such a really big piece of making sure that as you are growing in your confidence in your kitchen and growing in your own meal plans, to being able to shop with the seasons and being able to rotate what you're normally having with what's coming into season is a huge benefit.
Yeah, and on each of those pages, it also kind of gives you some tips onto what produce is
coming into
is
season,
in
what's going to
season.
be out of season exactly.
And it gives you ranges of dates of when the season is.
Yeah, so it gives you a really clear idea on what you should be looking at and how you really can start shifting your meal planning to being something more of seasonality.
Yes.
Which is, I think, just again major benefit. So
yes.
Our
and
next question is, why would VIP?
I know, it was like, where is it?
I was like, we both were like, but why would VIP be a good choice for someone?
So the VIP upgrade, which gives you a bit more access to us, where it's more of a group setting.
Yep.
Where you're gonna get some more time with us cooking, teaching, and Q&A. Those are going to be super helpful for those of you that want to really, really get more skills in the kitchen, as well as more guidance.
Absolutely.
So you're not... Now, the meal plans site, it's really good guidance too, but this is like maybe you have more restrictions, more allergies, you're not necessarily as skilled in the kitchen and you would like a little bit more coaching involved.
So I think those are really good points to bring up.
Next one is, what allergies are noted for the substitutions? So in the recipes, as you're going through, at the notes, we're going through all of the recipes and working on getting allergy substitutions. Yep. And so if you get to one and you're like, it's not here yet,
please let us know. So that way we can go in, we can adjust that and make sure that it's put in.
Yes. So the point is that we want to be able to have those the easy substitutions there for those of you that have the top allergies.
Top 9 allergies, yeah.
So those are going to be your dairy, egg, gluten, sesame, soy, fish, shellfish, peanut, tree nut. Did I get all of it?
I think so.
But the top 9.
Yeah. So these are going to be your most common allergies that you're going to see. And these are the most common allergies that, as professionals, that we've worked with. Of course, we've worked with a wide variety of allergies, so it's not something that we would be unfamiliar with.
Yes.
It's just that these are the most common. So we definitely like to make sure that these are put in those notes, because anybody who may have any of these allergies or something akin to these allergies would be able to see really clearly and really easily where the substitutions would be.
Right. And generally speaking, because those are the top allergies, there's pretty simple substitutions that we can kind of implement for those of you that might have them. Exactly. And that's where we have them noted, whether it's safe for you or whether you need to do like minor adjustments or maybe a little bit of major ones, or even if it's like maybe you don't do this recipe, because not every recipe is going to be a great fit for certain allergies.
Right. And it's just a part of life, because at the end of the day, not everything is going to be a great fit for everyone.
Like, for instance, a fish or seafood stew or gumbo isn't going to be good when you take out the fish or seafood.
Right.
Because that's the whole point of it. So it's not going to be good for a fish or shellfish allergy.
Right.
But there's other recipes that are great for it, right?
Exactly.
So...
And I think that really segues great into the next question.
What if I have multiple or complicated allergies?
Well, if you have multiple or complicated allergies, anything outside of the top 9, then we would highly recommend that you not only join the VIP, but that you reach out to us, because we ultimately want to be a resource and guide for you to be able to not only have that confidence in your kitchen to be able to cook whatever it is that you would like to, but to also understand, like, hey, this is how you're going to navigate it, and this is how, we can work through it with you.
Yeah. Having multiple allergies or a lot more complicated ones where it gets really messy with adjusting recipes where it might need to be more customized, that is where the VIP upgrade is going to be very helpful. Absolutely. Because when we're doing these weekly lives, you get access to being in a live Zoom room with us where you can ask your questions afterwards, which means that if you're like, okay, this is the recipes I'm looking at, but
Right.
I need these adjustments, we're here to be able to help adjust that. Or even if you let us know your allergies and we're able to give you more guidance to where you're like, okay, I only have to do these things with certain ones.
Yeah.
But we would definitely recommend that.
Highly. And that's really just because we want to make sure that you're getting the most support that you can get and the best support that we can provide.
And the one thing I also would add about allergies, just in general, anywhere, we very, very highly recommend that regardless of what any recipe says, make sure you're checking the labels on your food
Absolutely.
because there can also be hidden allergens on the ingredients that you're shopping.
Right. And it's something that we've had to come across again through our profession, but working with all the guests that we have worked with and the clients that we've had that have maybe had allergies or certain restrictions, and then finding out that some ingredients or some items that we
At
would
the
normally
store,
go
yeah.
to, we can't.
So you just have to look for those hidden allergens or the possibility of cross contamination,
Yeah,
which, depending on what you're getting at the store, there's possibilities of that.
absolutely.
So we hope that these questions have helped you guys with understanding a bit more about Confident Kitchen meal plans.
Absolutely.
And we are super excited to see you guys the in the plans, and we hope you guys have a great weekend.
Yeah, and no matter what you're doing, again, feel free to reach out. Ask us, let us know what you're doing this weekend. Maybe we can have a great chat on some recipes or something.
Yeah, well, you can always post here in the group.
Yeah,
You know, share what you're cooking, share any recipes. Have any questions on recipes, post them here.
absolutely. And we will answer them as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Of course, any sleepless nights barring that.
Or all kids being sick.
Oh my God, yes, that was crazy. But we hope you
was.
guys have a great weekend, and we can't wait to see you guys in the meal plans or in the VIP.